according to a leaked Walmart memo, Walmart outlined the uphill battle that they face, particularly in grocery, against competitors Amazon, Target, Instacart, and others. So the 100-page memo was actually an RFP for agencies that they were looking to help handle the planning and buying of ad placements for the retail giant. The document also hints at the challenges that the company's new subscription service, Walmart Plus, is facing in retaining new members. Chris, you have been questioning. I feel like the Walmart Plus WTF moment has been happening for us on a repeat basis over the last couple of weeks. What are you thinking here?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've been on this. I mean, let's play back the trajectory. Like, right, it was really even in the beginning, it was really critical of everything they were doing digitally under Lori. Then it felt like they kind of got rid of that and they started going in a different direction. And they started off the pandemic, I think, really strong. And I was excited about Walmart Plus. But then as things started to play out, you started to see where the chinks in the armor were going to be. And we've been talking about this now for, I think, probably 6 or 7 months, which, number one, Walmart is in a rock and a hard place when it comes to the third-party delivery marketplaces. You've got Target with Ship, Amazon running its own network, and Instacart becoming stronger by the day. And also GoPuff now sitting out there doing what it's doing in a pretty strong and big bad way too. Walmart is sitting in isolation there. I don't know what their play is right now. And I've said this 1,000 times on social media. The biggest regret of McMillan's career is going to be wasting/spending $3 billion on Jet, when they should have been probably looking at Instacart at around that same period of time for that probably similar sum of money. So that's one. The second thing too, Walmart Plus, I am really worried about this now. And I was saying how they needed to make it cool back last fall, right? Like I was saying, put the Sam's Club subscription into it, do something. There is nothing that's been happening with this. It's not interesting. Also, the other thing that's the canary in the coal mine for me, Anne, why aren't they saying what their statistics are if it's good? Disney Plus was shouting from the heaven its statistics. Target was shouting its statistics for Circle Perks or whatever the hell that thing's called. Walmart hasn't said a goddamn thing about this, which means it ain't good. All right, it ain't. Right. And so they got to do something cool with this, or otherwise this is a real threat. Oh, and lastly, let's not forget this. Amazon Fresh is still coming, right? That's knocking on the door of every suburban community in the country, and they're going to figure out mass retail at great prices pretty damn well, if the history is any indication. So yeah, if I was Walmart, I don't know that this story is the burning platform enough.
Right. I completely agree. I mean, I think that for me, it was like, look, Walmart, you can't rest on what you have been for years. Your 4,700 plus store locations, like that's becoming irrelevant. And like you said, Chris, I think the gap is closing in. There was a few articles that came out that said, Amazon's supposed to be the US's largest retailer by 2025. And there's multiple reasons for that. For the expansion of Fresh. I also think strategy for stores, like they don't need 100,000 square foot boxes for Amazon that that Walmart has. They're figuring out how to do this more efficiently and how to have more density in communities without having as huge a footprint as they need to, and operations that go with that. So yeah, I think Walmart Plus came out with their big stats. Remember, like they had 11,000 people or something in the first week, and it's always kind of been,
the people say survey. Yeah.
Yes, it's always been a little cloudy. So, but I will say in closing, I'm kind of rooting for Walmart a little bit. I think if I was to predict, I think we're going to have a big announcement from them in the next couple of months.
Really?
And yeah, I do. I think that like they've been quiet as far as like what they're really going to be doing as far as innovation is concerned to truly compete against Amazon. So my thought is that they have something brewing and we'll hear something in the next few months, or we're in big trouble.
I hope so. Here's what I think is going to happen. And I know they listen to the show too, but here's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to try to make some big announcements. Now, my question will be, are those just the sizzle announcements like you saw today? Like they bought some fashion fit startup, which we can go into that later. I'm not huge into that, but okay, fine. But like, are they going to start making sizzle announcements like that? Or are they going to actually do something that moves the needle?
It has to be a move the needle.
Well, and here's the thing, so that Sam's Club thing, like boom, that would move the needle for me if they were to do something like that. Or like do something like the healthcare stuff is taking way too long. I think the other motif you're seeing here is it just takes these big companies way too long to move and do something cool. And a lot of people on social media, LinkedIn, are saying like, oh, but give them all the credit for everything they've done in grocery. Well, Everyone's done that in grocery. I keep saying that. Like, look at what Mark Lowry, I get that all the time. Look at what Mark Lowry did for Walmart at grocery. No, everyone was doing that. Everyone was starting to do that. If Walmart needed to pay somebody $3 billion to see that, what the fuck is all I have to say? Like,
oh my God. So we are getting like double explicit rating on this podcast.
No, I mean,
F-bombs.
yeah, sorry. Earmuffs, everyone. But like, if they've got to do something bold. They've got to do something big. And if this isn't a wake-up call, I know it's just one report, but this should be a wake-up call. There has to be something more palpably different.